Hello, people.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, good morning. This is our weekly accountability call. So we have this call every week because we are all Black women business owners with goals, honey, visions. And Zenitra and I are also the mothers of multiple children. We got 50 kids.
Whole lot.
So we are juggling. And the best way to make sure that you don't get stuck in the juggle and that you actually get the things done that you need to get done and move your business forward is to have some accountability. So here we are on this good Monday. How are you, ladies?
I am very happy because back to school happened today. I survived it.
Yes.
It is
Good
I
to
alone
see you.
right now. So this is a good space. Okay.
Oh, I love it, honey.
I
It's
got
all quiet on the Western Front.
listen. I don't hear that. Ain't nobody calling my name, anybody asking for nothing. I am very well today. If you would have saw me yesterday, it would have been a different answer. But on this day today, I'm great.
Fabulous. What about you, Eve?
I'm feeling pretty grounded. Um, I spent my morning like cleaning, and I think that was really good because I was listening to Dear Silas, I Love Me like on repeat.
Mhm.
So I'm feeling pretty grounded today, which was really good.
I love it. Yes, I am feeling kind of tired because I was up too late, honey. I did not. If y'all watched the video from last week, I was supposed to be going to bed. I did not go to bed. Okay, that's the moral. The bottom line of the story. But I also am feeling like a bit energized about the week. I'm excited about the things that I'm planning to do, and I'm excited about what I got done this weekend. That's why I was up. I wasn't just up playing games. I was up getting stuff done. And if it works out the way I wanted to work out, honey, this is something I'm gonna have to use my clients and my friends. So yes, I'm excited about that. All right. So what we do every week is we're gonna dive into what we did last week, what we got done last week. Let me go back because I want to make sure that I remember. Yes. What goals did we accomplish last week? If we did not achieve any goals, right? Any goals that we didn't achieve, like what is the one thing that we think we can do differently this week to account for unexpected challenges or just procrastination? The top 5 goals for this week, right? And it must include one self-care goal because we must care for ourselves. And then our word for the week. So who wants to start this thing all right? I can go.
Yeah, you go ahead, girl.
Okay. You go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So my goals for last week were to follow up on all potential collaborations from the conference that I went to and my Black and Pregnant event. So I did not complete that one, but I did reach out to 2 of the 3 collaborators for Black and Pregnant. But I didn't get around to the rest of these people. I did call some moms and offered help, and I do have a call with one of them today to talk about my coaching, which is exciting, and 2 others signed up for the conference that I'm going to be hosting, so I'm excited about that. I did not do 15 of them because, honey, them calls take longer because, I be chatting.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like 5. I think it was 5 in total. And then I did maintain my spiritual routine, honey, and the devil was busy. And I was like, no, sir. I will be meditating. I will be reading my new identity. I will be maintaining my energy. I will not be jumping into any unnecessary arguments with my husband. Honey, I was like, no. Okay. I did not batch 5 videos. I batched 3, but I also decided that I'm going to ease up on releasing video every day. Because, honey, it's a lot. And we're going to scale back. And then we're just going to like promote a lot on the one video that we're going to do. And I did pitch my speaking engagement. So most of these things I got through. I didn't hit the amount that I wanted to on these, but I got through them. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, girl. Thank you.
I'm proud of you, boo. That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I want to, we can offline about the batching of the videos. We can add that to the to-do list at some point, but I want to know how you go about doing that and coming up with your topics and stuff like that. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So I guess I'll go next. I'm going to be extreme and say, girl, I ain't do nothing on this list.
Lies.
Okay, it is a lie. It is not far from the truth.
Right, okay.
Not the truth.
It ain't the whole truth.
So, good news is I had walking 3 times a week on there. I did 4.
Oh, yes.
I'm very happy about that. 3.5 miles each time. So that was big.
Yes.
And I would say that was my me time, my center, get ready for the day, because each day following the walk,
honey,
was all of the things. I know that I didn't put all of the things that I had to do for back to school on the list because I knew that I just had to get them done.
Right.
However, I'm thinking about whether or not that was the best strategy, because I just didn't realize just how much of my time it was going to take. It was literally almost the whole day. Every day with something different, between hair for 3 kids, school supplies for 3 kids, doctor's appointments for 3 kids, field sports engagement game. Like, it was like, I was just like, oh, you're really doing a lot. And I also want to be better at including the things that I have to do, because one thing that I did do 3 out of the 5 days was I had signed up for this Lisa Nichols Legendary Speaker Challenge.
Oh, I saw it on YouTube.
So that was a 2-hour commitment every day. And I did the full 2 hours, 3 days. And then the other 2 days, I kind of watched pieces of it. And that wasn't on my account. That wasn't on my 5 list, you know? So it seems like I didn't do anything, because these other things, like some of them I touched on, some of them I didn't, but I want to give more space for the things that I'm going to be doing, and not just like, I feel like this is when I when I was thinking about it, because every day I'm like, how am I going to get to this? Like, I was like, Wednesday's going to be my day for this, and it just didn't work that way. But the voice that I had in my head was saying, what you need to do is do the things on the on the list, and that's a very different space from what I have to do. And I know, like, those things kind of mean the same, but like, I have to get their school supplies. I have to prepare them for school. I need to do a better job of acknowledging the have tos that I'm doing, and putting them on my list, because I end up not giving myself no credit for those. It take a lot of time. And this list that I've been coming up with, even at 5, is what you need to do is go ahead and set this up. What you need to do is that's the voice that's in my head, when some of it is, at times, depending on kind of what's happening, it is additional or supplementary. And of course, it's going to help drive the business forward, but I have to give more space to the have tos. Like, you have to do, like, this is a no, like, you sociable. I have to put more of my have tos on the list. So when we get to kind of my goals for this week, I want to make sure that I'm intentional on putting the have tos on there. And maybe it's like 3 have tos and 2 need tos, but of the things that I had on the list last week, I did reach out to people to set up for my Life Unlearned sessions. I wanted to set up 3. I have 2 calls scheduled, so they're not it's not set up yet, but I did make some progress there. And I did do a bit of frameworking for one of my training sessions, not to the level which I would be where I could consider it done, but I'm happy that I took a little moment to jot some things down. So those things will both still be on my to-do list for this week, as well as the website updates, because I didn't touch the website at all. And then my other self-care was around the choreography. I did find the music, and I began writing down a few 8 counts, but it's not complete.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes.
I touched on these things, even though in my head I plan to come here with them done. And also I had anxiety around coming here with them not done. Right? Like, I gotta get these done. So I'm like stressing, like I'm and it was just like, girl,
no,
like,
this is real life.
All these things that you're doing over here, get like
yes.
right? Not even give yourself a break. Be realistic with like what you're able to accomplish. Because unlike Inez, I take my butt to bed. Like,
girl,
I function without sleep. I've been chronically sleep deprived for years, and I'm trying to get my life back together.
Honey.
So I go to bed. Now, if I so happen to wake up at 4 a.m. and send you an Instagram post, but at 10 o'clock, your girl is going to bed. Maybe 11.
Oh,
I'm going to bed.
girl.
So, this
is good. Like, well, and the thing is also, we are also into this taking stuff off the list. Like, we are also into like, honey, if it's like, look,
what we not gonna do.
Yeah, what we not gonna do is have the list pressuring us, honey, because we the boss of the list. Okay, like you're not the boss of me. I'm the boss of you. Like, so this is good, and you know, it's true. Like, because in my mind, like, on my list as well, I don't have any of my I just have my business stuff on here. Right? Like, I don't have my life stuff on here. And life was indeed life in last week. So, but and the thing is, if it's only 2 things on the business list, then we just be like, okay, we're just gonna put 2. And then the rest of this gonna be life. Okay. Like,
very true.
Don't let the fire pressure you, girl. Just put 2 or something. Like,
thank you, darling. I appreciate
it. Yes. And kudos on getting these kids together and their lives in formation for 2023 school year, 2023, 2024. Okay.
Listen, I knew 2 kids was, you know, I kind of had my groove, but that third was a whole nother, just like it doesn't like add 1 more, it almost adds 3 more to get to it was insane. But yes, everybody's at school. Everybody got up in a good mood this morning. You know, my little schoolers got themselves up. I didn't have to wake them up.
Very good.
So I'm celebrating today, and I need to figure out a day to take a break because I've literally been running nonstop from the moment we got off the call last week. I need to find a moment, and I want it to be today. I just don't know if I can commit to being today yet. I might have to somewhere between these first 3 days of the week. I need to sit down, watch TV. Actually, I'm putting on my list because
I was gonna say we're gonna add that to the list.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Eve,
I'm just still impressed at how Zenitra said the middle schools will promote stuff because that is not a Haitian household. It's a pot in a pan. Live it. School time. So I love that. Lizzie, you be writing mine down, child, because
you like what was mine again? Okay, right. Finalize. What did it say? Connect with 5 people at a real estate event. Finalize the terms of your properties. Confirm the speaking engagement with Posse. Follow up with the CEO from the Mexico speaking event about standard operating procedures and walking 3 times.
Whoa. Okay. Cool. So in regards to following up with Posse to speak for them in October, I'm waiting on them. So I did what I needed to do. In regards to speaking for the National Posse Conference, I got told my proposal was submitted, but they want me to submit more. So I got to give them more details by the 30th. So I'll add that to my list. So it looked like, you know, cross fingers, I'll be speaking at the Posse National event. In regards to following up with the CEO of that retreat that I did, a Black-owned startup, did leadership development workshops for them. Waiting on her. So I did follow up. Hallelujah. It's so good when you get it done. Now you just got to wait. And then in regards to, what was the one about?
Real estate event. Connect with people at the real estate event.
Oh yeah, I did that, and I did something even more amazing. So, the real estate group that I'm in is called Sub Two, headed by Pace Morby, who does everything in creative finance. Um, and he did a pop up in Miami where I'm at, and I missed going to the one that was in Jersey. Um, and I showed up, and I did connect with 5 people. One person, you dragged me to my excellence because he was like, I see you. You better know who you are. You better stand in your worth. I'm like, so yeah, I definitely cried. That was great. But Pace was there, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to talk to you. Do I want to talk to you? Okay, I want to talk to you. Everybody's getting in a pseudo line to seem like they want to take pictures with him, and then out of nowhere, the line starts wrapping around the building, like wrapping throughout the building, not around the building. And he like looks up and he's like, "Wait, are all of y'all waiting to take pictures with me?" And everybody's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, okay. So it finally gets to me and meet this other Afro woman who's like a nurse, and she goes to take a picture with him, and then he is asking me to come to him, and I'm like, I don't want a picture with you. I don't need a picture with you. I'm trying to take you out to dinner. And he said,
Come on, girl.
he said, what? He's like looking up and down. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to take you out to dinner. Look, what you gonna do for me? I want to take you out to dinner.
Okay. I need your brain.
And then he was just like, oh, I'm really busy. I'm about to go to Puerto Rico. I'm like, I'm really busy too. We can create the time. And
and then you're not the only busy one, sweetheart.
Right. And then he like turned to look at the crowd. He was just like, okay, she's the only person who could ask me a question. And then he looked at me. He was like, okay, what's going on? So like literally in 90 seconds, I go ahead and give the pitch. And then at the end of me telling him what I'm trying to do, being a commissioner for the city of Philadelphia Office of Immigrant Affairs, wanting at one point to house 200, 300 immigrant folks, no matter when, where, or how they got here, I basically said, well, what do you do when people in this real estate community, just outside of it, are telling you to move slow? You know what I mean? And then he just looked at me. He was just like, oh, you're just like me. Many people don't move at our pace, and that's okay. But like, what you got to do is you got to cut through the noise. And he was like, me and you are going to get on a Zoom. Let's get on a Zoom.
Come on.
Let me tell you, when this man gets on a Zoom, at least 1,000 people show up within like 15 minutes. You know what I mean? And this one of 5, I think, of his real estate mentorship programs, like mine is just it has 10,000 only. It has 10,000 people in it. So I was just like, I was like, you serious? He was like, yeah, I'm serious. He was like, DM me on Instagram. I was like, I don't belong with my generation. I don't have Instagram. And then he was like, you can't be serious. I'm like, yes, I am. And then I was just like, can I email you? And he was like, he put his email on my phone. And I was like, can I send you a less than 3-minute video detailing what I'm doing and what I need from the community so we could send it to him as prep before the Zoom call? He was like, yeah, good idea. Send it to me on Zoom. So then I sent it to him. And then I sent it to him. It took me like 3-4 days to do it because I was analysis paralysis. I was like, what should I try? But then I figured it out, sent it to him, and then he just messaged like 2 days ago having his brand director attached to the email saying that she's going to help us figure it out. So I need to message her to figure out like, what do we do? Trust and believe, I am like, I'm just like, yo, when I go on here and I say exactly what I need, and then everybody starts messaging me, what the French toast am I going to do when I get all these calls and these emails?
Prepare, girl.
I don't know. But I'm gonna figure it out. Remember the why, forget the how for now. So that was really cool. I'm still very shocked about it, and I'm really praying it really does go somewhere. But my gut is telling me just have a little bit of patience when it comes to this, and allow for me to be guided when I tell my why, that the right people who are listening actually really show up to really support the vision. Because it would be really nice to really do this in Philly and then replicate it in other cities.
Yes.
As a model for other stuff, like to provide an accelerated model to provide housing for battered women, or people who are homeless, or veterans, or people who have special needs. Like it could be replicated. You know what I mean? So, but the goal is doing it at velocity because people need support. So we will see. That was the laundry. That was the laundry. But yeah, that's what happened.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
That's huge.
You think so?
Yes, yes. This is
I'm
amazing,
still in disbelief.
girl. Well, and
And
this is
you
what
say,
happens when you just show up as you into a space and you ask for what you want, honey.
mm-hmm. And you said remember the why, forget the how, but you just created a framework for the how. You're like, I want to focus on Philly and we can replicate it in other cities. So like whenever you're on that call, not even when you're on the call, but whenever people call you, you want people from everywhere to call because you're going to replicate the cities, right? But you're like, right now my focus is on Philly. So here, let me get your contact information and in 90 days we can follow up or whatever that timeline looks like because you want to move fast. So like focus on what you want to do. And you already have those categories of like other cities is one way, other I guess specialty groups, whether it's disabilities or what have you. But you have the how. So I don't know why you forget the how. You already got it. Yeah.
Thank you, booze. You know how you just trying to, you just pray that you're ready to receive your blessing, and the blessing is really just to bless other people. So, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'm having like a real interesting level of detachment because literally last week I almost was like, yo, am I about to like give up? And I'm like, I can't give up. But like I realized when I get very overwhelmed, I go from being very reliable to hesitant. So, it took a lot of like pushing myself to make sure I went to that real estate event, said things, like shared what was going on, just staying in my truth. Um, and that's what my power word situation was for last week is like, because I was so frustrated at like the people that were telling me to move slow. I think my power word was something staying open. Yeah, staying open. But in order to be open, like it has to be like a give and take. So I had to still say my truth in order to be open to other things coming to me. So it feels very weird, but like at the same time, this is what we're here on this call for, is to realize that we are powerful women who can create realities that work for us. And we're strong enough to recover from the bumps.
Right. Did you do any self-care?
I actually was able to walk 3 times this week because of the place that I'm at. The place that I'm at, like I wasn't gonna be here long, so I didn't want to buy groceries or anything like that. So I had to push myself to go out and find food, which is definitely a motivator. So I did go out and I did spend one day where I went to the beach, and I actually fell asleep on the beach, and I don't take naps. So that was really crazy for me. I like woke up. Yo, it was crazy. I woke up and I was like, I'm at the beach.
Right.
That was really nice. That was really cool.
Girl, I love it. Yes, killing these weeks. And it's always good to like, because this list, I feel like these lists are really just a framework to open you up to kind of being intentional, but things will happen during the week that will shift your energy to other places, or other opportunities will open up, or just the things, right? So this is really just the intentional vision, right? And then it's like you could be doing one thing and then it completely open up space for something else and you didn't expect, just all these things, like, and I love that. And I think that's important too, because that is just, and sharing that is important because that's just real life.
Right.
Like that's the way real life be working. Okay.
I had a couple God wink moments where I've sent out this retreat proposal that I put together for one client. I sent it to a contact that I have, and I ended up randomly seeing them at a funeral. Crazy. And she was just like, just so you know, like, I'm running the proposal by my senior leadership team, trying to get it approved. And I was just like,
thank you. Didn't you know?
Oh, okay. Guys, like, girl, I got you. I got you. So those moments, like, to your point, there are so many things that we're not capturing in our 5 because we are actually doing so many things. To your point, this keeps the vision front and center. And then we end up doing things or being reminded of things that we've already done. The things that are actualized don't always come from the 5. At least it doesn't come from the 5 that we did today. It won't come next week, right? It doesn't come in a 7-day period almost. You're kind of doing the 5 so that in 3 months, it'll pay back off or whatever that timeline is. So to your point, it's keeping the vision front and keeping you intentional. So I love it.
Yes. I love it. Is there anything that you all would say that you want to do differently this week? I think we may have covered it. Z says she want to add some things on there that are real life things, right? So that way you don't have as many mental challenges with regard to what you're not getting done.
Yeah.
Right. Eve, is there anything that you want to do differently this week to handle any like unexpected challenges or procrastination or, just to ship? Here come one of my people, y'all. Who is it? It's me. Okay.
Well, you asked.
You got my smoothie. Thank you. Why is the smoothie so warm? Okay. Because Mama's in the meeting. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, too. Hi.
Auntie Eve, Auntie Z, right? Okay, go see Papa. I gotta finish. All right. Boop, boop, boop.
I'm gonna say. You said, "What can I do?" I'm gonna just say the thing I'm resisting is the thing I'm gonna say out loud. But being intentional with my morning, like I just did today, was really helpful. It was really helpful, and I use this. This call literally is the foundation of like what sets up the rest of my week. So I really, really, really love that we have this. But before we do get on the call, just like because with me, I get overwhelmed when I feel like my personal list is higher than my bad itch list, like my professional list, and stuff like the boss bitch list, because Lord knows I'm always gonna be on top of like stuff that I'm doing, quote unquote, for like others, basically, right? Because let's be real, like our boss bitch list is our like serving others list. So that personal list, which is like my person being committed to myself list, when I feel like that list is getting really high and it's stacking up, that's when I get really anxious. And I feel like that starts feeling like a failure, right? So I think for me, doing something personal in the morning before I like start being of service, is what I need to do. Whether that be like what I was doing, like folding laundry and cleaning, and singing the Dear Solace, I Love Me song, or I ain't stressing the day, like just doing those things that make me feel good. I just need to keep it up, because sometimes I be rolling out of bed, boogies in my eyes and everything, just begin working, and I need to not do that.
No.
So I'm gonna say that.
I feel like my thing is like I need to think less. Okay. And lean into the fact that what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing, is what I've been called to do, and just allow my intuition to guide me. Because one of the things that I will do is, like, for instance, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I am going to call some moms and offer my help, right? So what I want to do is I want to script the call, right? So I make sure I hit my points, like get over the things, which it helps. However, what it does help is to kind of give the call some direction, but I also can just show up and just be me and just kind of allow the conversation to flow. And I also think about, well, how do I, thinking about like, how do I make sure that I'm not calling them at a bad time, or just all of these things with regard to how they're going to feel about me reaching out to them. And honey, not a one person, everybody was like, hey girl, right? And so just not thinking about it all, just being like, okay, if I have been led to do this, then I'm supposed to be doing this, and it's going to be fine. It's going to work out fine. Like that type of thing. That's what I need to do more of this week is just think less. Like just be like, okay, I'm supposed to do that. Do it. Like, and just not even worry about all of the ruminating that happens in my brain, which would be a lot. And I think I said this last week is like just leaning into my intuition and letting my heart lead me and guide me instead of my head, which is very hard for somebody who is an engineer through and through and through and through. Okay. But I shall be doing that this week. In order
how are you going to know when you're in the ruminating and you need to be in the intuitive space so that you can stop yourself?
Woo,
because this is you. This has been you 40 years. Like you didn't like
years ago.
Years ago, we were founded. Okay,
like founded. In this
that might have to be the tip on top of the tip.
Yes.
Years ago, you were who you were before you got here.
Yes.
But
you know what? I think it's really when I get into trying to when I'm trying to perfect something. Mm-hmm. Right. That's one of the biggest things because, you know, the way the perfection roll up in the spirit. Mm-hmm. And I can tell that I'm trying to do that because I'm trying to control all the unknowns. Mm. Right. So like scripting at a certain level allows me to control the unknowns. Right. Because I'm like, oh, well, this happened, do this, or this happened, do that. Right. Also, even in my YouTube videos, I'm trying to lean out of my scripting so much and just get onto my outline. Right, with some bullets and just speak from the heart.
Yeah.
Right. As opposed to, and just know that I was given this to talk about. I'm gonna talk about it this way, and then I can do another video and talk about it a different way if I want to. Right. But if I'm trying to like make sure that I get all the points in, right, then I know that I'm in the space of like thinking too much, and I'm not just allowing myself to flow because I'm trying to perfect it.
So how about you give yourself one unknown? You get to solve for one unknown.
Yeah.
One. Mm-hmm. And you'll solve for the next one the next time. You get
one. Yeah, that's true.
Did you like one? Yes.
I like it. One. Oh no. Just one.
Get one unknown.
Yes, this is true.
That's good.
Yeah. Yes. So we gonna think less. We gonna ground ourselves in the morning. Mm-hmm. Right. And then we are going to allow ourselves to also cheer ourselves on for the things that we're doing in our personal life in addition to our business life, because in this personal life is very important. That's the adulting, honey. You remember the meme I sent you, Z? And it was talking about basically like how we was doing all this stuff in college and we don't know how we're doing it. I'm like, it's to your point. It's because in adulting, you have so much personal stuff. Mm-hmm. You can't just do classwork.
Right.
You got doctor's appointments. You got bills. You got kids. You got.
And each one of those comes with another set of emotions.
Yes.
And I'm old enough to now that I have to address them. It's not someone else that can guide me through it. Like I got to do it.
Yes. It's too much, honey. It's too much. Okay. So what are y'all top 5 for the week? I'll start with mine. So the first thing is this week, I want to call at least 2 moms a day, right? And offer to help them with confidently taking kid-free vacations. And these moms are loving this, y'all. Like, I'm like, these moms is really into this. I'm so excited. Like, I'm seeing so much engagement. People just be like, girl, please, yes, and thank you, please. So I'm excited about that. So I definitely want to reach out to 2 moms a day. I also need to call my friend Rashad and talk to him and his communications director about collaboration, as well as the trip that they're doing to Ghana. I need to go to bed at 11:30 every day, okay? Because that's what's going to allow me to do what Eve was saying is set my morning. Mm-hmm. Right? Because this morning I leaped up out of bed at 9:15, like, oh, got accountability call. Like, that ain't how it's supposed to go.
That's how it goes, girl. Me too.
It was supposed to be me leisurely waking up at 7:30, doing a meditation, setting my intentions. Yeah, that did not happen. Okay. Then I'm really excited about my videos this week. So I want to do 3 of them. One is just going to be a journey video because I'm chronicling my journey in full-time entrepreneurship. I also want to share some of the things that I've done and am doing to make Bali happen, right? One of which is having my brother and potentially his girlfriend fly in to watch my daughters, which is going to be hilarious.
Big.
And I also am really excited about doing my very first interview in my kid-free vacations series with one of my favorite people in the world, Zenitra Perry. Okay.
Oh, come on, I'm gonna be there.
Yes, I'm doing a series. I think it's gonna be 10, but it might end up being more than 10 because I have so many moms who have been like, yes. I'm doing a series of videos on kid-free vacations, and I'm talking to mothers who have mastered it, who have gotten it down, packed, so they can share all their insight with the other moms on my channel. So I'm really excited about this because y'all gonna be dropping the tea, and I'm excited. And then the last thing is I need to reach out to the mom communities. There's a lot of like mom communities and mom focused pages that I follow. And I need to reach out to them about collaborating so that I can get in front of their audience and serve them. And then also potentially bring them in front of my audience so that they can share some things too. So those are my top 5 for the week.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to kind of jump to the word because the word of the week kind of frames up why I'm doing this. So my word of the week, or even phrase of the week, is progress over completion.
Yes, honey.
Because I've been wanting to check it off, and it's like, girl, you're doing the things, and if you keep doing the things, you will eventually check it off. So because it's progress over completion, I'm keeping 3 of my goals from last week. The first one being to create the framework for 2 trainings and 1 speaking engagement. The second is to update my website. And the third is to schedule 3 Life Unlearned sessions. And again, it's progress over completion. From a kind of my personal life, and I'm counting this as self-care also, I want to celebrate 2 of my biggest personal accomplishments for the week. There are so many that it's hard to choose which ones come on the list. And oftentimes I'm going through the process of doing them, and I don't realize how big they are on the list until I get them done and I see all of the work that it took. I'm also not good at celebrating things. I got my certification to be a facilitator for DISC profile. And before I did it, I had told one of my coach friends about it. And she called me to have me help her with a session that she was developing. And she was like, "Hey girl, how's the DISC, certification going?" I was like, "Oh girl, I did that. That was in June." She was like, excuse me.
What?
How do we not celebrate that moment? She's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get you." She's like, let's finish this call, but I'm gonna get you for that. And I was like, "Oh, my bad. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I completed this whole little certification."
Right.
Nobody. So celebration is something that I need to be better at, celebrating the things that I've done. So I'm putting celebrate 2 of the biggest ones, and I'll let you know whichever one those are. And then the choreography is on there too. I really want to do this, need to do this, have it in my head. But to be quite honest, the fear or the feeling like, am I good enough? Can I really do this? Also because I know, right? You look at me like, girl,
I'm sorry. Years ago, we was founded. Can we go again?
Okay, you're right. So the problem is, and I'll tell you why, the vision that I have in my head of the person who does it are the people who have trained me, and they were doing it for at least 10 years. And I'm like, I'm gonna combine 3 of my instructors, their things that I've learned from them over the course of probably even 20 years. and then make it my own. And I'm just like, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it well,
girl.
And that's the one that I want to have done. And I actually have the time now that the kids are in school. So so the choreography one is gonna be big. So technically I still have 4 of the 5. And the only reason I'm not including exercise on there because now that is a habit. Like my goal is to do 3.5 miles every day. And I say every day so that if I can't do it today, then okay, then I did it 6 out of 7 days. Right. But I don't want to give myself 3 and I'd be like, well, here, on 2 days, on skip day 1, day 2, I still got 3. No, girl, no, do it every day. And if you have to miss one today, then you know you got to do it tomorrow, right? Like, oh, okay, there's no skipping days. So, so I felt comfortable removing that one because that one is now a habit that I'm committed to. So yes, I'll put the celebration on there instead.
Now, is the celebration going to include watching TV? Because we forgot about that
one. No. Yeah, I need to sit down somewhere.
Yep. Celebrate by doing nothing, right?
let me put
celebrate yourself by binging Netflix or something like
sit down somewhere.
Yep.
So that one's going to be a combination of sit down somewhere and celebrate.
Yep. Sit down and celebrate. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes a celebration is just rest.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, honey.
That is so true.
Yes. I love it. Okay. Evilicious.
Yes. I still have walk at least 3 times. Do morning hype sessions to my morning hype sessions. Whether that means writing something down, dancing to music, while like taking care of something personal. I'm gonna do my morning hype sessions. So I guess it's almost a little bit like what you were talking about, like your spiritual routine, Nezzy. So yeah. Secure speaking engagement with Posse.
Now, is that something that you are in control of if you're waiting on them?
I guess not.
Yeah.
Huh?
Not sure.
So, I mean, unless there's something you're going to do to follow up with them, which you are in control of.
Yeah, sure. Because I already followed up with them, so I should just leave that be. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to include that. I'm just going to put, oh, well, no. I need to send them the in-depth proposal. That's what I need to do. So that's what that meant. Yeah, send in-depth proposal for speaking engagement with Posse. I need to attend a RFP meeting. So basically, if you want to do work with the city, you got to submit RFPs to them and stuff like that. So like, I need to like deep dive into the process of the RFP. I could do it without, but I kind of want to do it with because it just adds extra support. I can do my project that I'm working on without the city, but since I'm already with the city, I want to use y'all support, of course.
I just realized.
What?
I just had the remembrance.
Child, if you just remember someone that you know I need to be talking to, I'm gonna pow you virtually.
I remember that we were supposed to be sunsetting this project.
I know, but I can't. I decided I'm gonna move forward with it. The message too big. The message is bigger than the circumstance.
But we were going to pause it, not because we had something else that was more important. And we wanted to make sure we were putting your energy, focusing the energy as opposed to putting the energy here on the thing that is most important and is going to bring you the best result for you at this stage of your life.
Oh.
I just like, wait, yes.
I remember.
I mean, because we got a heart for the bigger people and the greater cause. However, at this stage in life, we were like, okay, we're gonna pause this because they can move it slow. And this is what reminded me of this, because you said RFP. RFPs are slow, especially RFPs for the city are slow. And we were talking about how you are quick. And there is actually a place you can put that quick energy in order to be able to bring in the income that you want if you focus all of it into that thing. But when you spread yourself wide, now the thing that is going to bring you the biggest result the fastest is not getting as much time as it could be. And you can't go deeper because you're going wider.
Yeah, I was kind of like, if I want to go through right now, everything in the city of Philadelphia is at a standstill because of the new mayor. So, in these, yeah, like the new person is coming in. The new person is coming in. So because of that, in this last quarter of the year, that this is the time to submit stuff, and then you begin getting your money and your dollars. You begin getting money and support in next year. So when I spoke to the director of landlord affairs here in Philadelphia, she was just like, look, everything in the city is like real slow, like for right now, because everybody's on standby until Kenny leaves the office. And then she was like, submit now and then be ready to like move in, you know, be ready to move next year.
Okay.
So this RFP situation, like I just want to learn how it works and submit something, and then basically, yeah, and then basically move forward with the project next year. And it basically looks like what's her name? Cheryl Parker, I
Is she
believe.
coming to me? Oh.
Let me not.
I remember they did the preliminary, but I didn't know they did the actual mayoral election. Because, honey, I'll be paying attention. I really feel like I'm not even a United States citizen. So,
no, it's okay. Same here. Me too. Like, yeah, I think it's gonna be her. I think it's gonna be her. Yeah, she did win the primary. But yeah, it might be her or whoever ended up being it, like. You basically just got to submit your stuff. So then when it comes time for them to sit down and figure out what they want to work on, like you're already in the system. So they're like, yeah, we're going to focus on this. Then you get picked to like bring that to life. That's for like that big development project. But in terms of just buying up homes and buying like little duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes, that can happen now. So, yeah.
Well, my question is just, are you feeling energized by doing the big project, or are you feeling stressed or depleted by doing the big project? Because if it feels like energy, then it's like, okay, good. But if it feels like, well, another thing I got to get done and I'm not getting done, even though I'm on my phone every day trying to buy properties, then it may be something you want to reconsider about timing.
That's why I've been like opening my mouth more and telling people what I'm trying to do. Because it's like, to be quite honest, like this opportunity with the real estate investor, founder of the real estate group that I'm in, me having this opportunity to speak to people and ask for what I want and having folks partner with me basically is my way to hopefully relieve the analysis paralysis that I've been having because I can't do it by myself. So,
well, also when you bring more people, more people, more problems.
Yeah, for sure.
Brains. Right.
More approvals. Slows things down.
More meetings of the minds. Unless these are people who are just gonna help you fund you, right? Like unless they're just fun. But then again, there too, like because you got to go through the process of getting the funding.
Yeah, managing expectations. Yeah, so yeah, I've been speaking to people I've been speaking to a few people in the community that like, if and when this goes through, do you want to partner with me? Because I don't got to do everything. Like, people want to send me money, I'm gonna send them to you. So now I'm helping you out with your business. Like, so now you growing your funders list, and we have a partnership. You want to send me deals? I'm gonna send them to you to close them, and you just let me know when it's ready for me to go. So it's more so like go ahead and getting all this information and finding ways to like delegate to folks who I feel like I can trust. Of course, sign, joint venture partnership agreements with, and then create a system to keep it pushing. Like I'm not there's there's no there's the vision, but in terms of like to be able to get to the vision, like there's tools and people in place who are doing the work for each piece that can like come in and insert themselves to like help me realize that goal. And once I got there, then it kind of felt a little bit less scary. But then to your point, it's a lot of like making sure that people actually truly align and are really good people and want to do the work. Now, if it comes to the point where I feel like people don't really want to do good work, then I'm just, it's just going to have to be sunsetted.
Yeah. Well, I will add this to the list. However, I will say some of the questions you might want to ask is, what is the reason that I feel like I have to do this now? Right now, right? Like, as opposed to having it as a goal, right? And a vision of something, but what makes you want to do it? What makes you want to do it right now? Right. And then also, is it filling me or is it depleting me from doing the thing that like he was talking that I have to do right now in order to sustain my life? Right. Which I also have, all these people can also help you with the things that you have to do to sustain your life, right? That you're doing on that side too. So those are just some things to reflect on as you're deciding to kind of move this ball forward, because it is a beautiful, big vision, of helping a lot of people, right? We got to help ourselves first. You are indeed most important, right? And so really asking, like, is this hindering me from helping myself to the level that I need to help myself right now? Right? And what's making me want to do it right now? As opposed to putting a pin in it and saying, okay, I'm going to do that. That's something I'm definitely going to do, but I'm going to do it after I help myself.
Yeah. And by saying yes to this, what am I saying no to? And is it worth it?
It's gonna be a coaching session, but it is.
You can't be on a call with coaches and
that's true. You can't be on a call with coaches and not get coached.
What you signed up for?
What you signed up for?
I'm done. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, maybe because I'm an extremist, but I don't know why I felt called to do this now, especially right after ending my health sabbatical. That yes, I'm still recovering from it, whatnot, but
that ain't done. Like
that ain't done. But like, to be quite honest, like if I don't do it, I don't think I ever will. Like I would like literally stop. I'll leave the real estate group, and I'll just send my position. I think I'm just gonna go.
Wait,
not lying, but like I just can't. I just can't. I'm gonna be like, pack up and leave America and be done.
Years ago, you were sounded as a person who wants to take care of your people, all people, immigrant people. You are an anthropologist. So years ago, you was founded as that person, and you are not gonna be the person who just be like, I'm never doing this ever. Like, that is not you.
You better tell it to somebody who don't know you.
Exactly. You ain't telling it to somebody who don't know you.
Okay, girl. Anyway. Like, you actually couldn't stop yourself if you tried. Like that.
Oh, which is why we put this on the back burner and it's back. Like that's why you can't stop yourself if you try.
I think you like to talk about what you're not saying or what's making you uncomfortable. There's a certain amount of effort in this project that you're running to. Is there some discomfort somewhere else where you should be putting your focus, but you don't want to? So you're like, well, I'm gonna stay. I can't because I'm busy over here. something about this project is comfortable for you, where you keep running to it, even though it's not getting you to the places where you really want to be or where you want to go to next, I should say. So what are you running from?
That's another question. Yeah. You don't have to answer it here, girl. Just write it down. And yourself.
I'm writing it down.
Okay, now what? So, all right. So I missed your 4 and your 5 because I got distracted by the fact that number 4 wasn't supposed to be on the list. So
I got 1, 2, and 3. RP was number 3, right?
Oh, the RP was number 4. No, RP was number 4. That's what it was. The RP.
That was 4.
Yeah, because number 1 was walk 3 times. Number 2 was the morning hype session. Number 3 was send the posse proposal. Number 4 was the RFP.
Okay, I missed the walk 3 times
for the city project. Okay.
Yeah. And the other one is the YouTube content. I started working on it, so I need to continue. Because I stopped for like a whole month. So yeah, continue delivering my YouTube content.
Okay. Is that what is that? What is that actual task? Is that recording or is that
the task? No, the task is like just going like approving edits. Like so approving edits for YouTube content so it can be pushed out. Like I have like 20, 30 videos, y'all, that need to get pushed out. Yeah.
Ooh, and I'm also gonna say,
I don't know if you need to edit them to like.
No, that's what I was gonna say. So this is also what Z has said to me. I feel like I will say to you.
Come on, pass it, because I don't know what you've been to say.
What you had just said earlier, like about like, well, no, actually, it's what I said because I was talking about getting out of my head and getting into my heart, and also letting go of perfectionism.
Yes.
Right. So, where can you just approve that joint and be like, if I want to do another version or something, I can do that later, right? Or not even approve it. Be like, I'm gonna approve 5.
Wow.
We're gonna tell him, don't have this in here, don't have this in here, don't have this in here. These are the don't do's. If those ain't in there, really schedule it. Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, honey. Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
So Inez gave you 5. I like to give 1. Inez gave you. You get to say. So think about what you're concerned about.
Oh, right? The uncontrollable.
Yeah. The like all the, like because you're gonna go back and like, oh, I said this the wrong way. Whatever. Nope. If like you need to make sure that there's nothing erroneous that you're saying. Did you say something that's wrong? Right? Like something that's like not a fact that will mislead people. If it's not misleading, we'll edit it. If it is, that's the only one I got. But if
you feel like it is offensive,
yes,
to your audience, right?
Then it can come.
Still very subjective too, because I don't imagine anything that you do is offensive. Like I don't see that. But yes.
So you get to come up with 5 things that will be edited out. Everything else is let it fly.
Yeah, you got to set those things before you look at any of the videos.
At any of them.
Because that's your rubric. Is that no, next video. That okay, next video. Like
okay, cool.
Yes.
That works.
This is a good accountability session today, y'all. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what's your word?
It was okay. It was a bit much, if you're asking me.
Well, it also she's like, it's a bit much. Look, honey, I'm trying to save you from yourself, okay?
Look, thank you.
Because years ago we was founded.
Years ago. You was who you was before you got here.
Honey, years ago.
Wow.
And honey, sometimes who you was ain't working for who you is today.
Come on. And you need to unlearn some things.
Unlearn. Come on.
Come on, promote the platform. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. So we will wrap this call up with the word of the week. Reflect on your goals for the week and figure out what word is going to help you to achieve them. Right?
Well, I already know mine. Based on all the questions y'all gave me, like, why not now? Why now? Not later. Is it depleting me? Is this a have to? By saying yes, what am I saying no to? What am I running from? I don't know. I just hear a lot of self love in that, so my word is just going to be self love this week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I gave mine already. It's progress.
Mm.
Oh, I'm mad because I don't know mine. Okay, we got progress. We got. Now here come another one, y'all.
Well, listen, the last one brought you a smoothie, so
Girl,
you change your attitude for that. Those. You leave them.
I feel like my word is going to be intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because that is what I need to just lean all the way into this week for all of these. Like, and to me, that means thinking less, which is basically what I need to do is think less. Yeah, that means don't think or just yes.
Just be.
Just be. Exactly. Be.
Be honest.
Yeah, just be. Oh, girl, that's gonna be the word. Be.
Be.
Yes, I love it.
Intuition is a college word.
Right.
What?
Y'all see, there is a video that I watched this week by Myron Golden on YouTube that I love. He's like, what do you say? Think like a genius and speak like a third grader.
Oh, I'm done.
Yes,
that's
like,
amazing.
These people don't be knowing what you talk about.
Communication unlearned. Promote.
Yes, communication unlearned. He was like, honey, his son did a research project on the education level, the grade level that presidents who win the election speak at.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Third grade.
Girl, ain't nobody mowed about the fifth grade. Fifth grade. Okay. If you speaking above fifth grade, I feel like the only person who was potentially over fifth grade was like, I think seventh grade. And now I feel like that was like Obama. But fifth grade. Sixth grade, fifth grade. That's it.
I get you there.
Yeah. People know what you're talking about. So
it works. It works.
It does. All right, ladies. This has been a great accountability call. If you tuned into this and watched this to the end, drop your 5 for the week down here. Drop your word for the week so that you can hold yourself accountable as well. Make sure you check back and see if you actually did your things. And if not, honey, progress. Okay? It's about the progress.
That's it.
It's all good. It's all good. We will see y'all again next Monday at 10 o'clock. Have a good week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.